So Gerry, you and I go back many years, over 30 years ago, when I guess we both had less gray hairs, with the Alouettes days in the 1980s. You were the kicker for the Montreal Alouettes Football Club, and then after your career you became a coach with the Concordia Stingers over 20 years, you mentioned?
Yeah, over 20 years. Yeah.
That's amazing. So, and last year you and I ended up on the golf course just playing with each other, and I realized you were suffering from a golfer's elbow. And at that point I said, Gerry, what's good with the elbow? And you had mentioned, well, I've tried everything else and nothing seems to be working. And at that point I had just introduced a laser machine to the clinic, and I said, why don't we give it a try with the laser? And I don't know if you want to elaborate on how we came about and how we developed the results that we got with the laser.
Well, it was fascinating, actually. It was a miracle. I was told I shouldn't play for 6 weeks. My left hand was pretty much not functional at all. I could not pick up a can of beans even or anything without having pain. So it was pretty bad, and I figured my golf season was about over. And we came in, we got going on the laser. You said don't play for 3 or 4 days, and I didn't. And a couple of treatments, about 4 treatments. I went out and I played 9 holes, pain-free. Next day played again, played 18, and pain-free. And as the treatments went on, the symptoms went away, the inflammation went away, and I was able to continue my golf season without really losing any time at all.
Good.
It was amazing.
And has the problem reoccurred since?
It has not. I've played over 30 rounds so far this year, and I have no pain at all, and absolutely no memory even of the injury.
Oh, great. Now let's go back. I didn't have that machine when I was your trainer with the Alouettes, and I wish I had, because I think we might have saved a lot of games, for not just for you but for other players that got injured. But you also, as a coach of the Concordia Stingers, how would that have affected if we had that equipment back then?
Well, they're at higher levels, at the pro levels, or coaching at a university, they're career savers, those types of machines, because I just want to know when an athlete gets hurt is how soon can I get him back? Sometimes you're not even, unfortunately, you're not even, well, the heck with the athlete. You just want to know you need him to play, you got to get him back. So a machine like that can get somebody back really quickly, perhaps a game sooner or 2 games sooner, is amazing, and you're all about that. So those things become a necessity today, because it's all about business and how quickly can I get my athletes back. As a pro athlete, how quickly can I get back to play? If I'm out too long, somebody's going to take my place, I'm going to lose my job. As a recreational golfer, I don't want to lose my summer of golf. Mm-hmm. So anytime we can get athletes, serious athletes back playing with something like that, it's amazing.
Great. Well, for me, I wish I had that equipment back then. I think I would have been a much better therapist, a physiotherapist. We didn't have it. Now we've got it. So I'm glad that it worked out so well for you. And since then, just for you to know, it's treatment after patient that we're getting those results. So thanks for believing in it, and thanks for coming by today.
Thank you. You're a lifesaver.
I appreciate it. Thanks.